Hunters, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that in the Siege of Gondamon you can get around much better than most classes. This is because of your Find the Path skill, where you have this plus 15% out of combat speed. Therefore, when you're going from one gate to the other during this skirmish, you don't have to worry about being slowed down. You can get there faster than any other class, and therefore don't have to worry about getting there too late to help your friends. So what's the bad news? The bad news is that very often you still won't have time to get your focus up. And without focus, you won't be able to use your focus skills very well. Of course, I can stop short a little bit, since I do fire at range. And that gives me a little extra time to get my focus. I'm running with an Herbalist. Now I find that the Herbalist is useful, A, because she can heal, and second, as you can see here, she also tanks. This is because when she heals me, she grabs the attention of the opponents. Now she also heals herself, which is useful. This means that despite the fact that she wears cloth, she is able to stop all the damage, reduce it enough, or I guess you could say counteract it, and this results in her staying up. So therefore, she could stay up as long as a protector under many circumstances. Especially in these lighter skirmishes, such as Siege of Gondamon. And here we have the Echo of Death, who I don't want to hit at all, if at all possible, until everybody else is dead. This is because the Echo of Death has a debuff. I'll show you what it's called in a moment. Better put up the horn, because my soldier will not heal me as long as the Echo of Death is around. Or I should say, as long as only an Echo of Death is around. Because the AI treats it as if she were attacking it. Yes, I know, it doesn't know the difference between attacking and healing in the AI. It was most unfortunate. Now today we have the Lore Master Trainer at the West Gate. Ooh, we have the West Gate encounter. Alright, we have to be careful on this one. I'll take 2 shots here and then run. And then help on this end. What lieutenant do we have? Ooh, it's in the north, right. That doesn't help me if I go in the wrong direction. Now, you do get around there. Oh, no, we're in trouble. Alright. That's the trouble with those encounters. Even if you do go in the right direction, you might get yourself a Blood Rook. And the Blood Rooks are more powerful by the more friends they've got. And that makes Cry of the Predator very helpful, so that I don't have to fight the Blood Rook. Now, Blood Rook could chew through an Herbalist or a Protector very quickly. And as you saw from the Gondamon guard that just died, it could chew through defenders also. I presume that was the Gondamon Guard. I better pay attention to the skirmish. Someday I'll actually get through this without losing one of the guards. Let me see, that was... So this should be number 8. But I want to be able to pick... Alright, what do we have here? Oh, another blood rook. How much fun. Now, what I need to do is to somehow get the attention of the blood rook. Enough of it so that I can keep aggro for a moment. Now run to the other side to help pick up the encounter. Now I have to loot the box for the flag. Let's do a little bit more against the blood rook. Yeah, this is doing wonders for my focus. Alright, that's getting down, so it's time to... Oh, that's the west flag. This is coming so fast and furious, I can't even remember where I've been. Of course, it didn't help that the flag was sitting down in the wrong location. That's what you get when you drag things all over the place. Now, let's take care of the encounter mob. And of course, coming to the south, just to make things tougher. And I want to be nice and close so that when he heals himself, which these guys always do near the end. Of course, I could always kill them faster than they can heal themselves. And now, to the other side. Fortunately, there's no lieutenant here, so I don't have to worry about a blood rook. Since this is the first wave of the assault. So therefore they could take a couple of seconds. The trouble is that when you have the south and west encounter flag carriers, they come on waves where you can have a lieutenant, which makes it much tougher. Sometimes you may just decide, why bother? Why not just ignore them? Well, yes, you could consider doing that. The trouble is then that someone will be fighting the flag carrier alone, which I must admit is probably preferable to them fighting a blood rook and 3 other mobs alone. So that is your advice for today. Go after the lieutenant first, and don't worry about the crazy flag carrier. Another blood rook. Thank goodness for Cry of the Predator. Of course, you could also use Bard's Arrow if you're a high enough level. But I'm level 27 right now, and level 27 is well before you can get any legendary traits. Now, we picked up this during the second assault, so therefore you only have to sit through 2 assaults before we could go to the one where we get from all sides. Alright, and now to the south. Lots of running in this skirmish, as you have seen before. Alright, which one do we got now? Oh, just a kegmaster. Let's take care of this bird first. Maybe we could take care of them before I get too drunk. Of course, if I level, it would help things a little bit. Kegmasters, of course, have the same annoying habit of healing as some of those encounter mobs. Alright, this should be the 7th. And then one more, we got to figure out where it's going to be. To the south. Alright. And unfortunately, the other encounter is probably going to be on the north end. Which means that I am going to have to go all the way to the other side if I'm going to do it. I have to admit that the encounter on the north side, that crazy goblin, is the one that I do least often, simply because of this situation. Because I don't want to be late to the party when Matthew starts up. Yep, it's the goblin, and I'm on the other side, which means I'll just bail. When I do this section, I usually put up a fire. So that'll keep me nice and warm and help to make me regenerate a little bit faster. Since I'm in one place during the 4th assault, I can use as much focus as I want. Okay, we start with the kegmaster. You should be familiar with kegmasters by now. And as you can see, once again, my trusty herbalist managed to get through that. Well, maybe a little bit. Oh, well, she's got 3 on her, so going down by 1/3 is not too bad. And she's still standing. That's what helps. Though that's to give my herbalist an extra level. Since I did level since the last time I summoned her. Wait a moment. What do we have here? Oh, a fun echo of death. Yeah. Maybe I'd better take care of these guys first. Alright. Now the echo of death only puts the debuff on you if you attack the echo. So therefore, as long as you don't attack the echo, you're safe from its debuff. You see, she stopped healing as soon as the echo was the last one left. So I tooted my horn to get her returning to healing. And that's Death Echo right there. Plus 100% incoming melee damage, plus 100% incoming range damage for 20 seconds. And that could be applied more than once. There's about a 20% chance of it being applied each time you hit the Echo of Death. So you don't want to hit it too often. Oh, there's something nasty coming up here. Oh, that's a shepherd. Well, I am going to keep the... I'm not going to attack the shepherd yet. Let's try attacking other things first. Of course, we got Matthew here attacking the shepherd. And an area attack is very nice to use against the shepherd. Now it really helps in a group situation where the hunter could fire off the rain of arrows and be behind all three of the crawlers, regardless of where they pop up. But when you're solo, you might be missed amongst the crawlers, so therefore, in this case I tried backing up and it still wasn't far enough. I killed her while I was away. Alright, oh, the Forestborn Reaper. Now this is one that you cannot leave to have the Herbalist tank. Since Forestborn Reapers hate soldiers, which means they can rip through them very fast, because when they're enraged, they do a great deal of damage, and usually they're attacking a soldier while they're in that mood. They ignore all things concerning tanking as long as they're in that area. Well, I presume a protector might be able to get its attention, since it's just another soldier. But you can't have your guardian getting its attention until the enragement is over. Now, once it's over, then it will probably switch back to whoever it was going to attack anyway. Now I'm going to attack the Drake first in this case. And the idea is for me to try to get the Drake down before the battle with the general starts. Because right now Matthew and the general are talking to each other. You can see they are battling now. At level 20, I was able to kill the kill the Drake before the general started fighting Matthew, but it's a little bit tougher when you're starting to get to a few additional levels there, since they're not quite as paper thin as they were before, so it takes a little bit longer. But not too much longer. And that completes the Siege of Gondamon with a hunter and an herbalist, and it looks like I lost the dwarf but kept the elves. Until next time, this is Pine Leaf Needles. May your shield protect you, and your spear never break.